7. We are still undefeated, which is awesome. And look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs dumped one last week, which is it's just awesome. So let's take a look to see what exactly happened last week. This still is a huge game, and especially because the Raider offense struggled so much last week, I'm really concerned. Oh my God, they got plastered by the Eagles at home, and we handled the Eagles relatively well. I think was this like a 16-10 game that we beat the Eagles? Yeah. So Kansas City just gets rocked, but anytime a team gets rocked, they always seem to come back the next week extraordinarily well. The Bears, my God, the Bears, shocking people. Not leading the division by any means, but they've won more than one game. That says a lot. The Panthers continue to struggle. They keep dumping games and start the season 2-0. Here come the Jets. They had won only one game all season. Pittsburgh handles the Colts. Nice win. Wow, San Diego had only won one game all year. Cleveland has been up and down, some big shootouts. But Jacksonville, man, pretty impressive. And here's our game. We handled the Dolphins not easily because Tannehill threw 3 picks at or in the end zone. One was like on the 1-yard line late in the game. But the Dolphins defense really, they corralled the Raider running backs. Also, Jalen Richard left the game due to injury. So Richard and out. So Washington Jones is the only healthy running back. So we're going to have to elevate someone probably off the practice squad on this one. San Francisco, my God, they have no players rated over 90, and they have a huge win over the Giants. Seattle continues to struggle. They struggle winning the tight games, and their defense, as you can see, of course, their whole defense is in Oakland now. Dallas cannot make it 2-0, and they dump 1-2 Rams. And New England, without Tom Brady, continue to roll. That's great organization, great coaching. And Atlanta takes out Tampa Bay, and Green Bay is looking good on that side, too. So let's... I never want to make these videos too long, but who gives a shit? Let's take a look at the actual standings, because as things start molding, we start seeing teams start to separate. Now the Steelers are starting to separate with two games in there. Cincinnati at the cellar with just one win. Colts, look at Colts, Texans, Jaguars, all right there. It should be that division should just be a dogfight all the way through. Patriots. Looking great there. AFC West, Raiders are now atop. Even with the Chiefs and wins, the Chiefs get dumped on. This is the game, so the Raiders can beat the Chiefs and go 6-0. That's going to look awesome. Broncos still without a win. Vikings, Packers tied for the division lead, but man, the Lions and Bears are right there. So this is the premier division. Who would have ever thought the NFC North would be the premier division? A lot of that is interdivision. Once they start playing games within the division, you'll start seeing teams get knocked down. Saints with a 2-game lead there. Eagles still now have a commanding lead, that big win over the Chiefs, 3-game lead over the Redskins. Cowboys 1-5. Who would have thought the 49ers would be leading the league? Yeah, I don't think anybody saw that one coming. So in terms of stats, we are currently 24th in the NFL on offense, and we are first in the league in defense. Again, we had the bye early on, so that really comes to factor. But 62 points allowed, second in the NFL, which is awesome. Let's take a look at our team stats, see how we're looking. Carr. Man, he is playing lights out. The issue I've got right now is his interceptions, a little bit higher than we're used to, but 72% completion percentage, rating of 110.6, average per game is over 300 yards a game. He is just on. That 87-yard long came last week to Holmes, which was awesome. So Carr is on this year. He could very well be league MVP with Brady out. So Rashard's our leading rusher. He is going to be out for month and a half. 3.8 yards a carry. That really sucks. Washington at 3.4. Breaking of tackles 25. They aren't breaking enough tackles. But we come down to Grant. Grant was supposed to be our man. The bruising bracket 239, who has a high trucking. Hey, dude, really? 4 broken tackles. That's it. We're going to have to try to figure that out and see what we can do on that front. Receiving, surprise, surprise. Walford leads all receivers by 10 catches. I hate doing with the catches. I want yards. Yards is all that matters. Holmes, not even the starter, the slot receiver, 332 yards, 17.5. That's awesome. But look at Crabtree, 20.6 yards a catch. I love that. Both have 3 touchdowns. The racks are pretty decent. I would love to see the racks a little bit higher. Always love to see racks in the double digits. That's always good to have. They count drops. Shoot, seriously, why doesn't Madden keep track of drops for the year? That sucks. The biggest surprise way down this list is Cooper. Yeah, he was out with injury for a while. Dude, really? 11 catches, that's it. 13.4. That's extremely weak. Even his yards per game at 49. We need to have our receivers doing at least 70 yards a game on average receiving Coop and Crab. That has to happen. Let's take a look at the sacks. Franklin and Fleming, they are our new starters. Franklin's our rookie that we drafted in the 2nd round. Fleming is the free agent signee we had to take over for Donald Penn. Both are struggling in terms of pass protection, but they'll get there. As you can see, the downs played. They're rocking the house there. I mean, they're in the trenches quite a bit, and those 2 guys have combined to give up 9 sacks. The rest of the team just 3. So you can see the huge difference there. And again, Madden doesn't track the pancakes for the year. I don't get that. You give the stat after the game, but you don't track it for the year. That's ridiculous. All right, let's take a look here. Bruce Irvin and Mac Riley. I love that we have the core. The core of the team are the top tacklers. And then you have the secondary. I always hate teams, and this has happened in the past, your leading tackler is your corner, your safety. So guys are getting downfield. Tackles for loss. Mack, Ward, Edwards, Sadler McQueen, our rookie, they're all in there. And that is primarily due to we really focus, or at least I focus on making sure I've got a squad that's got great block shedding capability. Sacks. Dude, we have completed 6 games. Ward has 7 sacks. Dude, he took over for Alden Smith. We dealt Alden Smith and said, fuck it, we're going to play the young kid, and he has delivered. Look at this. 5 solo tackles. That's nothing to write home about. 20 assists, so he is in on some gang tackles. 5 tackles for loss and 7 sacks. So in actuality, 12. He's had 12 stops behind the line of scrimmage. That's pretty awesome. Mack, 6 sacks. He's on his way. Edwards, Albright, our rookie linebacker. He's looking good. 14 total tackles, 3 for loss. Has a pick. I mean, the other rookie, McQueen, on the inside, 19 total tackles, 5 for loss, 2 sacks. These guys are gelling and playing much better than we did last year, and hopefully we don't have the meltdown down in the playoffs like we did yesterday when Pittsburgh and Roethlisberger just completely rocked us. Joseph, 4 picks. Nelson, 3 picks. Nelson had 2 picks last week. One of them in the end zone. So, I mean, look at this. Things are looking really good in terms of deflections. Nelson, Riley, I love that. Joseph is really stepping up in there too. And look at this. Madden does not keep track of the catches allowed. This is bullshit. We can't tell what is going on that's so frustrating? Because this is always key because you want to know how your team is doing and how many catches they're actually allowing. So that's a great selling point when they're not to re-sign a guy. So let's take a look at the NFL as a whole, and come on. Look at the passing. Rodgers, Rivers, Breeze, Bortles, Smoker. Must be the rookie. Yep, rookie from Louisville with the Niners. And man, he's smoking. That 92.9 average rating. This is why the Niners are doing well. The Niners have been looking great. Luck, Smith, Roethlisberger. Those are the names we always hear. But let's take a look to see who's throwing the most picks. Dalton. Osweiler, we're not surprised. Kessler with the Browns. Flacco's hurting. Hayden. Not the poor Bears. Smith, Prescott, Tannehill. This is probably why Dallas is struggling a little bit. But still 88.7 is pretty decent. Rushing. Wow. Charles is still kicking around. Jeremy Hill, McCoy, Elliott, Bell. No big surprises here. All right. To the receiving. Looks good too. Blocking. Who's giving up the most sacks? Oh my God! Look at this. Beecham. Oh, dude. So Monroe was a free agent. He went for I think $6 million a year. We were bidding on Monroe, and if I said fuck it, there's no way I'm paying this much money for a guy this age. I'd rather develop somebody young, and he's given up 10 sacks. Man, just wait until he goes up against Ward and Donovan Smith, the youngster, giving up 10 sacks. So over on defense, let's take a look at the sack leaders. And oh my God, there we go. So we get rid of Alden Smith, and all he is doing is leading the league in sacks. This is that's painful. That's a little painful, and we're nowhere even on the first screen. That sucks. Okay, how about interceptions? Mosley. Oh wow, linebackers leading the league in picks, and why is it that we're not listed? Because Carl Joseph has 4 picks. One thing about Madden you can't really tell. Now look at our funds. We're third in value, but we still have a negative 10 million. God, that sucks. We're gonna have to wait a while until. Holy God, tell me we're at home. Are we at home? Fuck yeah. Okay, yeah. So we're at home. That's awesome. Okay, so in terms of injuries, let's take a look to see how the Chiefs lay out. Look at this. Rashard's got a broken collarbone. He's gonna be out 5 weeks. Grant's gonna be out 5 weeks. Man, it sucks. We gotta resign. We gotta resign somebody. Wrong one. Got to take a look at the Chiefs. Like last week when the Dolphins were out, their 2 starting quarterbacks, no such luck here. Backup tight end, so we aren't getting any luck in that realm whatsoever. Now the depth chart, taking a look there. Let's come down to the Chiefs. Let's see who we had to go up against. So Alex Smith, always solid. I'm not going to use the game manager designation. He's a solid quarterback. I could never understand why they didn't run the same offense as Urban Meyer did at the U of U that just showcased Alex Smith's ability. That would have worked. So Charles and Spencer Ware. So they've got great running backs. No one really has a really good fullback. Receivers, Hill's just a stud. And Macklin's awesome. Conley's awesome. They got great receivers. Of course, their tight ends are fucking dude, Kelsey's just, yeah, speak for himself. So Eric Fisher, even though he was a top overall pick 3-4 years ago, he's not living up. Same thing with Gallery. They just don't live up to the hype. Average left guard, average center, decent right guard. Okay, so their line is average, and here we have the guy going up against Khalil Mack. His agility is a 63. His strength is an 86. Shit. Dude, Mack is going to run this guy over. It's not going to be a fun day. Mack should have at least 2 sacks. Chris Jones is going to put some pressure on. Jones is great lineman, and Jay Howard, even though he ranks as 78, he is much better than that in my opinion. Plus, this is a divisional game. Poe, 9 and 10, they should clog the middle. We're going to have a rough time. We're going to have a rough time running the ball. Justin Houston, major stud. Wilson's average at best. And Temba Hali, love Temba. He's great speed for a defensive lineman. What's his acceleration? 77, so it's decent. Strength 87. He's going to make some plays. At the corner, yeah, Peters is a stud, and then the drop off to Mitchell. So Mitchell's will be covering Crabtree, Peters with Cooper. So that should be a great matchup to watch out. And Eric Berry's just a ball hawk in the middle of the field, and Parker's no slouch himself. So this is going to look really solid. It's going to be a really tough matchup all the way through. We'll see. We'll see how we do, and we'll check in after the game. It's been Darth Raider. I'm out.